name's Caleb Arredondo. Welcome back to my channel, and today's topic we're going to be covering everything that has to do with triad pairs. So we're going to be talking about minor triad pairs, major triad pairs, diminished triad pairs, and augmented triad pairs. Everything you need to know. So if you're new to this channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it really helps my channel out. You don't have to, but it'd be really appreciated if you do. Now let's go straight into the video. Alright, so the first triad pairs we'll be covering today are the minor tonality triad pairs, which are by far one of the most beautiful sounding triad pairs that you can ever play. In this topic, we'll be covering three different types that I know currently that I'll be sharing with you. So the first type is the traditional root position, go down a whole step to the seventh of the chord, major, you play that major, that typical triad we'll be discussing, so along with the other two, but for this one we'll be talking in C minor now, concert key, not E flat on the alto. So breaking down the triad pair, starting on C minor, we go C, E flat, G, then we go down a whole step to a B flat, D, and F. So if you're confused, it's C, E flat, G, which is the C minor. Then we go down a whole step to a B flat, D, and F, which sounds like this. Those specific chords, those specific triads outlines the 9, the 4, and the flat 7 of the C minor. So when you combine those two triads, you get a really nice colorful sound in your solo. So I'll play a little demonstration to demonstrate. So basically you get that type of sound, that really nice dark colorful, you get all those nice extensions in your minor chord. I think personally it's a really good basic way to approach triad pairs in the minor sound. Next we'll be going over the sixth scale degree triad pairs. So what I mean by that is you play a C, E flat, G, and then you go up to the 4th of the C minor scale, so which is an F, and you play that major. So what that is C, E flat, G, F, A, C. So what that sounds like is this. And with that sound, it gives off this really nice 6 kind of like classic jazz sound. In my opinion, it's a really nice color to your solo. So I'll demonstrate further. So yeah, it's a really nice classic jazz sound. You get all those nice 6 extensions as well as the 9th and some other colors, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not as good as the classic traditional go down a whole step major. I don't think it sounds as good, but that's up for me. That's my interpretation. The next triad pair in the minor triad pair family is our harmonic triad pairs, which I think personally sound really good over modal tunes like So What or Footprints, all those good one chord vamp songs. This would sound really good. So in order to perform those triad pairs, you have to start at the root, C, of course, then you go up a 4th to F. So you play the F major in that instance. So F, A, C, then you go to the 5th of the C minor, which is G, then you play G, B, D. So the two triads that we're playing there are F major and G major. So what that does, you get the 4th, you get the 6th, you get the root, you get the 5th, you get the major 7, which is that harmonic sound, which causes all that tension, and you get the 9th as well. So when you're soloing over a C minor or any minor chord, just go up to the 5th, play the 5th major triad and the 4th major triad of the scale degree. The next set of triad pairs we'll be discussing are augmented triad pairs, and there's not really a whole lot you can do as far as alternative ways of playing triad pairs with the minor, because of course you can play 3 different ways, but for augmented it's pretty much straightforward. If you don't already know the whole tone scale, I would research that. It's a really good scale for creating tension. So what the augmented triad pairs sound like are this. So in order to perform the augmented triad pairs, you need to break down the scale into its base chords, base triads. So for instance, I was playing the D flat augmented scale, or D flat whole tone scale, which is D flat, E flat, B, G, A, B natural, then back to D flat, and which sounds like this. So what you need to do in order to play the augmented triad pairs, you need to break it down into thirds. So since the whole tone scale is already all whole steps, all you have to do is just go up major thirds for every interval of the scale. So for instance, I'm starting on my E flat for alto. So E flat to G, G to B, and that's one triad by itself. The next one, you start on F, the second degree of the whole tone scale, go up a major third, go up another major third, and that's the second triad. So our two triads are this. And what you can do is create all sorts of patterns with those two triads alone. It's like so I think those triad pairs create a lot of tension in your solo and sound pretty cool, especially over dominant chords. Now let's go into the last pair of triad pairs. So basically what diminished triad pairs are, you need to know your diminished scales. And if you don't already know, I'm sure there are a ton of videos out there that go into depth just in the concept of diminished. So for in this instance, we'll be talking the half whole E flat diminished scale, which sounds like this. So starting on E flat, we go to E flat, G flat, and A. So that's our first triad right there. Our next triad is the second degree, the second scale degree of the diminished scale, which starts on the E for me, or F double flat, whatever you want to call it. So what you can do with those two triads is you can, of course, mix them up, create whatever patterns that you want. There's infinitely many. And the special thing with the diminished scale is that there are actually 4 triads that you can make up with the diminished scale. So I only gave 2, which is E flat, G flat, A, to E, G, then A sharp or B flat. You can keep going up that scale. So instead of starting on E, you go to F sharp. So you go to F sharp, A, then C. Then you can go to G, B flat, and C sharp to get the remaining notes that are left out in the diminished scale. So you can use all 4 of those triad pairs. All 4 of the triads you can use to create all these patterns, such as this. Oh, and I almost forgot, the half diminished triad pairs are another triad pair that you can perform on the saxophone or whatever instrument that you're on. So for the half diminished triad pairs, you can play, so for instance, my F sharp half diminished sounds like this. What you can do over that specific tonality is that you can play the half diminished chord, so F sharp A, C, E natural, and you can go down a whole step and play that major, so E, G sharp, B. And what it does, it creates a cadence type color, like you're resolving back and forth. So it sounds like this. I think it personally sounds really good. It's really nice tension and resolve, classic cadence in my opinion. So that's about it for today's video. Thank you for staying tuned throughout this whole entire video. I really appreciate it, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you have any feedback, please sure to leave it down in the comments and I will respond to it as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Caleb out.